Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is a good game, but even if many people will agree with this statement now, in the past it was not always the case. Especially when this game released, it was in very poor technical state. Many people were soft-locked and were unable to progress in their game, and so they dropped this title and moved on. This game also released in bad time when I think Halo 2 also released, and because of these two main problems, this game was financially unsuccessful, and for many years it was doomed to exist without a sequel. But as time did move on, people who managed to finish this game, even when it was so buggy, realized that under all that poor technical performance, there is a great game. And so even if this game failed to become a mainstream hit as Halo games, this title managed to become something of the cult hit. It created a small loyal community of people, and this community worked on fixing the bugs, and they eventually released community patch. If you own this game on Steam, you should thank to the people that created the patch, because without it, Steam version of the game would be unplayable. It literally fails to turn on if you don't have this patch. If you did buy this game on the GOG, the game has already patched installed within its files. And so, thanks to this patch, many people later pick up this game, and even people who did not play games like this in the time when this game did release, and they tried it. And when this community patch exterminated most of the technical issues this game has, people could finally appreciate that what this game is. So community of people dedicated to this game did enlarge, and eventually one company decided to create a sequel, which was something unthinkable. From what I gathered when I was first time playing this game, I realized when I was seeing some forums or debates in the community that nobody is expecting for this game to get a sequel ever. But then Paradox decided to do it, and that was very joyous news, because just the imagination was something that got better from the people, and everybody started to imagine, what if we get Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with better graphics, with no bugs, with good characters? That could be great. And then Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 shown its gameplay, and everybody was disappointed. Like, this is it. This is what you were working on. And a response to those gameplay trailers for Bloodlines 2 were so negative that Paradox decided to close the whole project and pick different studio for this game. And the IP finally ended up in the hands of the studio called Chinese Room. And because Paradox decided to scrap the whole project and start it again, people got their hopes up again. But here we are today. Bloodlines 2 will release in coming months, or it should release in coming months. We don't know exact date. But again, the hopes people had for these games are mostly gone again. And why that happened? So let me try to explain. In past year, people got really fed up, and not just the gamer people, the hardcore gaming audience. No, it's also most of the whole gaming audience, and they got tired of their games being politicized, of political agendas being put on their monitors against their will, and they are fed up of being preached at by bunch of political activists that pretends to be game developers. And so Dev Diary 24 was released a few days ago, and please, this is how the characters in the games looks like. And I guess this is the famous body type A, body type B character creation or character creator. Like, what is this? This is basically the same character copy pasted twice with minor differences. And these developers ignore people like many other developers before them. And it doesn't matter how many times audiences reject this body type A, body type B crap that is forced upon us. Some other activist developer will come and do it again. Like, look at this. These are supposed to be male and female characters, and there is barely any difference between them. I guess the male version has little bit wider arms. Maybe it has little bit longer shoulders, but I can imagine that there is such a small difference. Like, this picture is like one of those pictures that wants from you to find 10 differences. At this point, it's like the developers are trying to sabotage this game. And what is worse is when you will compare it to the previous games and you look how different the characters were in that game. I am going to just turn that game real quick. Okay. I hope you are seeing it now. Like, look at these characters, okay? this. Again, we saw it already, like they look like this. Like this game can be called Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, but it is not a real sequel. It lacks the soul that the first game had. Even through all of technical issues that the first game had, it had big soul, powerful soul, and you could feel that soul when you were playing that game. I see this and I feel that Bloodlines 2 has no soul in it. It's generic, cartoonish looking corporate art style, which is supposed to not offend anybody. And look at this, okay? This is the Bruja. This is the Bruja clan. You saw how Bruja looks in the first game. Like, does this seem like somebody from the Bruja clan? Like, what is this fashion? And again, you don't know if this is a dude or a madame. What is this? Tremere. Again, basically the same character. Venture. Okay, like this is Venture. What are these clothes? Like where they did get them from Mass Effect? It doesn't look like something from the period where this game should take place. And again, the same character. Same ugly, uninspired character. And now roleplay as this. Blank. And this should be role-playing game. Like the elder of a clan. This. This looks horrible. Like, I'm sorry, but this looks terrible. And what more, Paradox gave up on this title, okay? They don't even want to make RPGs anymore. Like, they gave it to the one studio. They utterly fucked it up. They gave it to the Chinese room and they created this. Shame on them. Shame on them. Paradox did gave us hope when they announced sequel for Bloodlines. But we never gonna get that. This is not a sequel. And look at that art style. They will probably try to sell this for $70. The price is not yet on Steam or anywhere else when I was looking, but I swear they will try to ask $70 for this. And Paradox know this is utter fuck up by them. They gave it to 2 studios and 2 studios failed to deliver. And now they just want to get rid of the whole IP. Look, they just told that some time ago, I think, that Bloodlines 3 will be done by someone else. Paradox response to future of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines after sequel debacle. The Chinese room will try and get Bloodlines 2 to the finish line in the first half of 2025. Like, what else can I say? I don't think anything can be said. Let's try to ask a question. Will this game be successful? No. There is no way this will be successful. I don't see this game being successful because it is everything people are complaining about for last 10 years. And complaining especially loud for last 2 years. And they done the same thing anyway. Because these are not game developers. These are political activists. So there is no way this will be successful. There is no way this will be able to make cost of development back. But If you remember, first game wasn't successful either, but at least when people played it and were able to finish it, they saw that it is a great game, a fun role-playing game with a powerful soul, and they enjoyed it. Little game with the cult following. Will this game be like that? And I don't think so. From what I can see, from the gameplay, from the art style, I don't think this will be successful game. Paradox don't think this will be successful game, and I doubt Chinese Room think that this will be a successful game. So yeah, I'm not going to buy this game, even when I would really like to play sequel to Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. But I am now understanding that I am never gonna get it. If I want Vampire the Masquerade experience, I can only play the first game and nothing else. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to support me, please like and subscribe. That is the best thing you can do to support me because I am such a small channel. And have a nice day. Goodbye.